Morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to Find the Intersection. My name is Paul Dezay, and I hope that you're staying dry out there on this rainy Friday. It's crazy out there, flooding. Now, I'm not sure where you live, but here in Muncie, it's like heavy amounts of rain yesterday and today. And it's like stupid out there. Anyway, be safe. So, hey, today is my favorite day of the week, which is Intersection Day, which is the day where we get to talk about the center of the box. So throughout the week, each day, Monday we talk about the gospel passage. On Tuesday we talk about the New Testament passage, and hopefully I'm doing this right. Wednesday we're talking about the Old Testament passage, but in Eastertide it's the Book of Acts. And then on Thursday we talk about the Psalm, and then on Friday in the center box we share the themes that run through all four passages. And this particular Bible study method, which is created by a guy named Sam Barber, pastor, is the only Bible study method that I have experienced personal transformation in, but we are hearing story after story after story of people experiencing transformation because they're studying the whole of the Bible. So this is what we do. And on Friday, we talk about the intersections. And I came up with a few of them, or God led me to a few of them, and I'd like to share those with you today. The first one is that there is a response to the resurrection. In all four stories, there is a response to the resurrection of Jesus, that the new world has begun, and that response is different. But for the believers, they can't keep silent. And you specifically look at the book of Acts, they can't stop talking about this resurrection. The psalmist declares praise, not because the resurrection has come at that point when it was written, but because God is and will change everything. So he is worthy of praise. We see in the book of Revelation where John the Revelator is sharing about the vision that he has been given by God. And he's writing these letters to the seven churches. And the Thomas is in the gospel passage is bowing before Jesus, declaring him as Lord. And there is this response to the resurrection. So the question is what is our response to the resurrection? The second idea that I got is that Christianity begins as a challenge to allegiance. And we see this in that Acts chapter and also in the gospel and in Revelation, where that resurrection demands our allegiance. Resurrection creates faith and gives us a choice who we're going to declare our allegiance to, with whom. And so we have to respond to this demand for allegiance. In the Revelation passage, there's this whole backdrop of empire and Caesar that's demanding allegiance, and then Christ is the victorious king, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, all these titles that Caesar would have held in that day. You know, the declaration that Jesus is those demands allegiance. It's choice. And so we see this. Thomas chose to declare allegiance to the King Jesus. And so resurrection creates faith. It's the resurrection that demands a choice, and it creates faith. The third thing is a theme that I talked about yesterday, is forgiveness. Forgiveness is a theme that runs through the passages. Jesus in the upper room declares that if you to forgive those, you have that power to forgive those. There's in Revelation, Jesus has freed us from our sins and made us a kingdom of priests. There is the goal of forgiveness in the Acts passage, so that forgiveness is a theme. The forgiveness that we receive from God and the forgiveness that we give to others. Forgiven people forgive people, forgiven people forgive others, that idea. And then finally, one that I just jotted down real quick this morning as I was finishing up is just the idea of doubt. And I think it needs to be mentioned because Thomas gets a bad rap. I think we all doubt at times, we all question, and I don't think there's anything wrong with doubting and questioning because it propels us forward in our faith with Jesus and leads us to a closer relationship. And so the church should be a safe place to doubt and to struggle and to question. And that's my personal belief, and that's the type of space that we're trying to create here at Southside. So people can work out their faith in the midst of a safe community. So anyway, doubting Thomas is he deserves some mention here on this Friday. His doubt is okay. And look what happened because of his doubt. He ended up bowing before Jesus. And sometimes we need to give that space. So anyway, that's what I got. What did you get? So share your thoughts in the comments below. I want to see what your intersections are. I want to learn from you. And yeah, I hope you have a safe, dry Friday and an amazing weekend. And Southsiders, I will see you on Sunday. Grace and peace, everyone. Take care.